Right then, this is a quick walk around video for an absolutely stunning looking car. This is a Honda Civic. It's a 1.5 turbo Prestige, so it's the higher horsepower 182 bhp engine with the CVT automatic gearbox, finished in this fantastic sonic grey with the orange line accessory. As you can see, it really looks extraordinary, this car. And it's in beautiful condition. 47,000 miles, fully serviced by Honda, apart from the one we've just done the car on time and nothing else, but it is in beautiful condition. I apologise, it's quite windy today, so I'll talk when necessary and no other time, but it's just in fabulous condition. Panel works absolutely beautiful on the car, it really is. The only mark on this car of any note on this alloy here, just on the outside edge, some very light curbing, but that's it. I mean, it really is. So it's an extraordinary looking car. Boot again, lovely condition, wonderfully clean. Obviously you get the little cubby hole underneath here as well, so you've got loads of extra storage, which has been kept beautifully, and parcel shelf. It's just so clever. So you've got a roller that comes across like that. It's just absolute genius. Coming to the back now, again, the interior is in just simply wonderful condition. Full black leather interior. The rear seats have been kept wonderfully well. They're heated, by the way, on this version as well, I should say. So coming to the front. Sorry, so just coming to the interior on the front here, again, absolutely beautiful condition. Let's come into the driver's side now. Again, all very clean and tidy, and the driver's seat exhibits absolutely no wear at all. So inside the car now, engine's running through this section, so the dash can be seen illuminated, as is always the case. But dashboard looks absolutely fantastic, again with the orange striping, sat nav, everything working exactly as it should, and just beautiful condition in here. Really is a fantastic interior in these cars. And if we pan in there for you, you can see 47,642 miles. There are no warning lights on the dashboard at all. Auto cruise control, lane mitigation. It's just got a huge spec on the car, as well as the electric panoramic roof above my head there as well, but is in utterly beautiful condition in here. Finally, just to show you, owner's manual pack and lock and wheel nut key are both here and present with the car. Right then, this is a quick road test video, and this is for a lovely car. This is a Honda Civic. It's a 1.5 turbo Prestige automatic, and this is the 182 bhp car. This particular vehicle is registered FV67OKJ, and mileage currently showing is 47,642 miles. The reason we do these videos is very simple indeed. We basically just want anyone that's looking at any of our cars online to actually see the cars in operation. We know, unfortunately, to our cost, just how frustrating it can be to go and see a car which, whilst can look perfectly good in the photographs and description provided, only to find out when you get there and find out it's got a fundamental issue which you would much rather be being told about before setting off. The road test is also done on these very quiet country roads very close to our premises, so hopefully you'll be representative of what you'd feel yourself should you be offered a test drive in the car. So if you hear a pinging every now and again, it's got one of these speed alarms, which I wasn't aware was turned on, which I'll turn off because I find them incredibly irritating. So coming to the car itself, first admission, I mean, we've been selling Honda cars for nearly 30 years, and this is the second 10th generation Civic we've had. We had a 1.6 diesel auto, which was the first one I'd ever driven. So this is the second one, and I wanted to try one of the petrol turbos with the auto box, having just driven the diesel auto, because I was smitten by the one we had. It's just a superb car. But I'll do the usual things, going through the main controls of the car. Engine starts absolutely instantly and settles to a completely smooth, even idle. There are no warning lights on the dashboard at all relating to the engine or any other part of the car. That speed alarm is really annoying me, but there we go. Temperature gauge running as a third, which is exactly where it's meant to be on a Honda vehicle. The engine, and it's the first time I've driven one, is fantastic. It is very smooth and quiet in operation. It really picks up and goes, I have to say. It's a wonderful, wonderful unit. I've heard all the reports about them, but it's only when you get in and drive them you can truly experience what they're all about. But what a wonderful engine that is. It really is superbly done. I am going to do a longer video once I've finished this one and it's gone for its MOT on my impressions of driving this car, so I'm not going to dwell on it too much. Engine then feeds through into the auto gearbox, CVT gearbox, so it's constantly variable transmission, and it works brilliantly with the car, because they don't always. I've always maintained that CVTs, if you've got very small capacity, relatively low powered engines, they can struggle, because basically it's constantly going up and down, and so it can get quite annoying. With a car this power and this torque, it does it far less. It's a beautiful gearbox, because it is in essence seamless. So when you put your foot down to go, the revs kind of pick up, but the car kind of catches up with it as well. It's absolutely superb, I have to say. And all engine, gearbox, all working absolutely as they should. Steering of the car is very positive. It's light in feel, it's precise, it's wonderfully, wonderfully accurate in the way the car operates. The chassis of this vehicle, which again I'll talk about in longer on the next video I'm going to do on the car, is brilliant, because the front end of this car is just genius. It really is. It also tracks absolutely bullet straight, and there's no vibrations at all that come back through the steering of the car, but it's just got such a nice natural flow to the car, the chassis, everything. That's it all works in absolute harmony, which sounds a complete cliche, but it is fundamentally the case. But as I said, it tracks dead straight, no vibrations, as I said. Chassis of the vehicle, first things first, what I always do is check on particularly this road coming up here. It's got particularly horrible road surface to it, so I'm looking for any kind of noises, mechanical noises that are there that shouldn't be there. These will all be checked as part of the MOT quite clearly, but there are none at all. You hear it hitting the bumps, but nothing at all thereafter. The chassis itself offers a brilliant compromise, which is what chassis technology is all about, between ride comfort and the handling of the car. It is pretty much perfect for this type of vehicle. It's very smooth riding, comfortable, but in a really sophisticated way. You know that there's a lot of effort gone into the chassis of the car, but it also offers a real verve to the chassis as well, because the change of direction is absolutely brilliant, and it's poised to the corners. It's just wonderful. I mean, how they've managed to do it. You can see why the Type R version is so good, because this is the base it works off. It's just simply superb. Sorry, it's going to ping again when it gets 50 miles an hour, so quite annoying. Just going to do the brakes in the car, make sure no one's directly behind me, and there isn't, but give them a good hard shove, and it's a really solid, powerful brake pedal on the vehicle, exhibiting no pulsing or vibrations at all, so all in fine order. Coming to the interior, as I always say on Honda cars, well, pretty much always, the first thing to notice is just how well built they are. They are wonderfully put together cars, but it's also a really, really good dashboard. And I have to say, and this is, I've got to be honest with you, when I first saw the dashboard in the photographs, you know, in the manufacturers, I actually wasn't that bothered with it. I just thought it looked a bit fussy, a bit awkward in some ways. But then I realised, actually, when you took photographs from this side, it looks as though it's in 3 sections. But when you sit behind the dashboard in the driver's seat, suddenly you see what they've done, and it works brilliantly, I have to say. The orange trimmings look brilliant in the car. Dashboard is very, very well put together, as I said, but very highly spec'd as well. You've got sat nav all working perfectly, dual zone climate control system, heated seats on the car, which again, 3 settings all work exactly as they should. Air conditioning, we put into the car into a warm workshop just to check that it's blowing out cold, and it is. It's absolutely as it should be. But it all feels, you know, pretty much as new sat in here as well. Dash in front, really nicely laid out, very legible, very simple, easy to take that information in. It's also got the auto cruise control on the car, so basically it's radar controlled, and that's absolutely fantastic, because it means that if you catch up with cars, it'll slow you down and speed you up, and you get the collision mitigation system, if you lane departure, all that kind of thing, all working on the vehicle as well. Steering wheel feels brilliant in hand as well. It's nicely designed to give you the bolsters at exactly the right positions as well. But it's a lovely, lovely car to sit in and drive, I have to say. It's a very, very high quality product indeed. As I said at the start of the video, the point is literally just to show the car in operation, but to feedback on any issues, of which there's nothing at all. And given the fact that Honda has serviced it all the way through its life, up until the service we've literally just done, which is not actually due, but we like to make sure that everything's as it should be, then it comes as no surprise. But it's whoever buys this car next will be buying an incredibly impressive machine, I have to say. As always though, if you've got any questions about the vehicle, don't hesitate, do give us a call.